And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me say to you, those of you who are silent in the face of injustice, you are in fact disqualified from calling yourself a Christian. Those of you who will not use your voice whenever there is evil in the face of children, you are in fact a scourge on the earth. Any person who has deluded themselves into a middle-class lifestyle, thinking that you're in the 1% just because you got an American Express and you've moved to the suburbs, the reality is, as long as somebody in your family has got to figure out how they're gonna live if they miss one paycheck, you, my friend, are a part of the struggle. Please don't delude yourself. Those who are protesting are not vagrant. They are not absent of conscience or mind. But the people who have decided to make a stand are people who are articulate, are educated, who are focused, who have passion, who have drive. Please don't let the media fool you into believing that the people who are protesting are homeless. They are people who are trying to hold on to their homes. They are not people who don't have a job, but people who have a work ethic, who have a strong mind, but have been robbed of an opportunity. And woe to the church, particularly the black church, who was last seen in a protest structure during the sit-ins. But since 1968 to now 2011, the voice of the black church has contracted laryngitis, where we are no longer speaking to systems and to structures and to policies. We are now speaking to personal aggrandizement and self-fulfillment and individual achievement, when the original intention of the gospel is not that I might be a success, but that my entire community may be able to rise to another place. The role and the responsibility of the black church that has historically been the invisible institution was to take people from a place of rejection and take people from a place of oppression, not to the opulence of capitalism, but into a place where they will in fact be world changers and history makers. It was in the black church that children were taught how to stand up and speak in public without a crib sheet in their hand. It was in the black church that they learned how to say no ma'am and yes sir. It was in the black church that they learned how to conduct business meetings and pull their pants up and have a belt around their waist. It was in the black church that they learned how to sing on key and not begin to mirror what they heard on the radio. It was in the black church that they understood about the economic systems and the political structures that were forged to keep them incarcerated. And out of that black church, 118 historically black colleges and universities were founded in the black church. But now when you come in the black church, all you hear about is Mercedes-Benz and being debt-free and being a millionaire. Somehow we have dropped the baton and dropped the mantle of Dr. King. But as of this moment, ladies and gentlemen, the position has changed, that we can no longer sit down, but we have got to stand up and let America know, if God be for us, who in the world can be against us? I marvel at the resilience of those who stood before us in the face of barking dogs and fire hoses, and under the imminent threat of their houses being burned, and a cross in their front lawn, and their husbands being lynched from sycamore trees like strange fruit. But you were scared to just go downtown and tell a black mayor and a black president of a city council, please don't incarcerate our children. The church can't sit down. They have got to learn to take a stand.